Whether you are thinking about becoming a restaurateur or you are already in the business, Michael Politz has written a must-read, The Food and Beverage Magazine's Guide to Restaurant Success. Pick up your copy today at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Books A Million, or wherever fine books are sold.
Food and Beverage Magazine Live, bringing food and beverage to life with your hosts, James Beard Award winner Jennifer English and Food and Beverage Magazine publisher Michael Politz, featuring leaders in the hospitality, branded food and beverage, and CPG industries, many of whom are Jennifer and Michael's friends in the business, for an informal and informative conversation where friends in the business share the latest intel, ideas, and best practices. Live, juicy inside scoop from the tastemakers, newsmakers, bread bakers, drink shakers, spoon lickers, clam diggers, farms, foodies, and friends of the food and beverage magazine world. Here are your hosts, Jennifer English and Michael Politz.
Well, cheers, everybody, and welcome. We're going to take you today to a quenching place where the world of food is percolating with excitement and roaring back to life after the pandemic. We're looking for ways to stay excited and quenched, and have we got something exciting for you? We have two amazing superstars who have a brand new product that we're going to introduce you to. It's called Caliwater. Now, as everybody knows, I have a very soft spot in my heart for cactus water. They've got some in their glass. I've got some in mine. We're going to clink our glasses and welcome the incredible Vanessa Hudgens and Oliver Trevena. Hello and welcome.
Hi.
Cheers.
Hi. How you doing? You have
I'm
my
doing
favorite
great.
last name, Jennifer.
Thank you. Hey, listen, tell me about how you got to the expo. It's exciting. So many people are excited about what you're doing. You're on the cover of the magazine. Obviously, we can see it's in behind you and me. Let's talk a little bit about how this came to life and about how cactus water is going to be one of the most exciting categories over the next several years. And you were in the vanguard of introducing it to us. How did you find it?
Yeah.
It's so exciting.
It is exciting. I mean, we've been, friendship first. We've been friends for
15 years.
15 years. A long time. Been through it all. And then this kind of organically happened. We wanted to do a business together. And I think, we both love the health and wellness space, but both love the kind of fun way of life as well. And being that I think we both drank coconut water back in the day, and then I stopped drinking it genuinely because I realized how much sugar was in there. Right. I was always drinking, coconut water before bed, and then realized that and realized the opportunity in cactus, prickly pear, the health benefits, the low sugar content.
I was on a road trip in New Mexico, and I tried a Prickly Pear Margarita, and I was like, what is this magical juice, and how can I get my hands on it? And then we just kind of developed it from there.
Yeah.
I love, Vanessa, that you're actually wearing the prickly pear color.
I am. I'm always wearing a pink or a green.
Yeah. So I think that's the great thing about the product. It's a health, it's a functional health beverage, but it also works great as a mixer. So there's not a lot of drinks in that space that work, in that capacity. So we're excited. It's fun. It's healthy and fun.
Talk about, there's two things I really want to focus in on. You've got two amazing flavors. We've got them both in the back, the lime and the ginger and the prickly pear. Right now I'm in Tucson, Arizona, the land of prickly pear and cacti. We know that there are so many incredible benefits to it. Not only is it functional, it reduces inflammation. There's so many reasons why one would want to include this in their diet. You've gone back to the ancient tradition of the people of the cactus, and you've brought this to us. Tell us a few of the things that you think are the most important things for us to introduce into our own diets and our own sipping and our own daily habits. Why is this so good?
Well, for me personally, I'm the worst person ever at drinking water. So I used to be always dehydrated, and I didn't really love coconut water. And so with Caliwater, the prickly pear, I literally wake up and drink it every morning, and I'm always hydrated. And there's just so many great antioxidants in it. So it's great for hair, nails, and skin. So I know that I'm doing something good for myself, and it's actually delicious and so refreshing.
And then you have the ginger and lime as your cocktail.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you kept it low calorie because it's naturally low sugar. Oliver, talk a little bit about this, because I know you are very attentive, both of you, to your health and your wellness as artists and as people who perform, and you rely on the instrument of your wellness and being. Can you talk about how important it was to keep this, unlike a coconut water with all the sugars, so low sugar and good for us?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, I do love health and wellness, and I kind of like, I mean, there's a lot of drinks in my fridge that are healthy, and you kind of just think, at least I think, we pick up something really healthy and it doesn't taste that great. You just kind of accept it. It's part of life. It's like, oh, if that's good for me, it's probably going to taste bad. So I think for us, it was amazing to kind of create a drink that, you know, you would probably drink if it wasn't that healthy. Why not win both, you know, both sides? So yeah, but the importance, you know, the hydration is so important, you know, for overall health anyway. Obviously immunity, you know, digestion, skin, as Vanessa said, there's so many natural health benefits in there. You know, I think that's what's for me personally, you know, we're all getting older. I like to be active. I like to keep active. I want to stay, you know, young and fit and healthy. And you can only do that by taking care of your body. And with that, you know, hydration and all the, you know, the factors that Caliwater, cactus water brings you is an important part of health and life.
I want to mention something because it's so important. What this does is it introduces a new category of daily ritual products that help me be a better me. And for the things that my body needs for it and from it, it gives me. And so this is the kind of thing that we didn't imagine because we didn't have it before. It's so revolutionary to introduce not only a new product, and you know, you guys are famous and you've got a lot of credibility and a lot of visibility. So you could have done anything, but you really went that hard extra step and you created a new category because you know it's an important category. Here at Food and Beverage Magazine, we're totally bought in because we think this is truly the next elevation, not in the next big thing so much for just big thing sense, but you are making the next big thing because it's genuinely better and it allows us to imagine that we can do something for ourselves better. Talk about how important it was to do something more than just put your name on a product. This is a real commitment from you guys, and it's an advance for the whole industry. You've taken us all to a better place. Can you talk a little bit about what that actually takes and what you've all committed to? Because it's a substantial effort.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's really important for us to do things that we're passionate about, you know, especially if we are going to be putting our time into it, because time is the most valuable thing that we have. We want to do something that we truly, strongly believe in and can be behind 100%. Like, it's so important. I feel like if you're not into it, why do it? And it's been so great, like, sharing it with our friends and our family and strangers, because there hasn't been one person who didn't enjoy it. It's just overall, like, pleasing everybody from children to grandparents.
Yeah. And I think that, you know, people can tell that we are invested as well. It's not something that we just signed our names to and then stepped away from. I mean, obviously we're here at Expo now, which is our first Expo, and even the booth itself was like literally a group email where Vanessa would send through screenshots of what tile she thought for the floor, or what color the would be, or, you know, what lights we should use, or what backdrop. I mean, it's our brand, you know, everything from the design, the packaging, the flavors, the tastings, what we're doing next, the innovation. We have a kids pouch coming out in May,
cool.
which we're extremely excited about, and that was, you know, organically happened just because we would send, you know, some product to close friends of ours, and I'd be like, hey, did you taste the drink? And they're like, bro, it was in my fridge, but the kids have already drank it all. Can you send another case? And I was like, kids seem to really like this. So we kind of, you know, pursued that, and that's going to come to fruition. So, you know, most of it, what we're doing, it's not forced, it's not pushed, it's what we believe in, it's what we're passionate about. And I think that shows in the products as well.
A lot of people are noting that there is a generation who is choosing to drink less alcohol. This is such a satisfying and really complex and sophisticated, delicious chord of flavor. It really is satisfying on a number of levels, and a squeeze of lime or a stick of cinnamon to garnish this with, and it truly is one of the best non-alcoholic cocktails that you could possibly have. You can dress it up in lots of different ways, but it's also very food friendly. Can you tell us each, how do you serve this in your home? Do you serve it at meals in addition to having it in the morning? How else do you enjoy it with your friends?
For me, it's literally a prickly pear in the morning, throughout the day, with my meals, and then the ginger lime I break out at night, pour a little agave and tequila into it, and let the good times roll.
That's nice. Have you tried it with a cinnamon stick? It actually is delicious.
I don't think I
we should.
have.
We should. Funny story. We sent some to a close friend of ours for a Memorial Day party, and we sent many cases over. And I got a call the next day being like, everyone had the time of their lives, and they were all pretty drunk. And I was like, "What do you mean? There's no alcohol in it?" And they had the best time, I guess, drinking it, but they actually thought it was a seltzer, and they didn't even realize alcohol was in that. And they, like, loads of them, genuinely, I guess, placebo, thought they were drunk even though they weren't drunk. So
Right.
It just shows you, you know,
That's
the magic is in the can. Yeah, it was Lance.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
hysterical.
That's so funny.
I have to ask you, do you have a house toast for Caliwater that you share when you clink glasses? As you can tell, I pour mine in a wine glass and I share it with people because it's a very sophisticated sip, but it's also a very delicious quenching sip. And so I share it regularly. Talk about how you would make a toast.
About how what?
Do you have a house toast for Caliwater?
I mean, the Caliwater just goes so fast in my house. Like, honestly, I will get a couple of cases and it's gone after the weekend because everyone just goes into the fridge and helps themselves.
Do you have a toast that you make where you say, you know, some people might say cheers. What do you say when you clink glasses with Caliwater?
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, cheers. I mean, it's pretty universal. Keep it simple.
Or huzzah.
I love that. What comes next for Caliwater? Where are you distributed and where are you going to go next? Can I find you in restaurants yet?
Yeah, there's around California. I mean, obviously that was our market. That's where we're both based. That's where we wanted to kind of make a noise first. So, you know, everywhere from Bristol Farms to vintage grocers to co-ops to 7-Elevens to Air One. You know, we're expanding more on that. Obviously, Amazon nationwide across the US at the moment. And then, restaurants. I mean, restaurants in and around LA are putting non-alcoholic, you know, on the non-alcoholic menu there, you'll see a Caliwater, a Cactus water. And then on the cocktail menu, a lot of places are doing cocktails now as well. So,
well, listen, we know we've only got you for another minute or so. Take us down to the floor and tell us what's happening on the expo floor. How are your customers responding to the product? And what is the excitement like on the floor? Because we heard from our friends on the floor, we got a lot of friends there. They said you've got one of the busier booths, one of the buzzier, more beautiful booths, and a lot of people are talking about you guys, which means this is the news out of this show. Take us to the floor. Tell us what's happening down there at your booth.
We agree with them. Exactly what they said. It's the truth. That's the simplest way of putting it. Yeah, it's fun. There's a lot of people. It's our first expo.
Yeah, I'm behind the booth. I'm pouring little samples for everyone.
Been non-stop, literally.
I'm so OCD too, so I make sure that they're both even with the ginger lime and the prickly pear. But there hasn't been one person who hasn't enjoyed it. It's universally loved. So it's just really exciting to get it into new hands so that they can give it a taste.
I want to say I'm so happy to meet you both. It's really an honor and a pleasure to have you on the show. How proud of this product are each of you?
Oh, we're so proud.
We're very proud. We're very proud.
Yeah.
There's moments we kind of say to each other, look, it's on the shelf. Or we went into Bristol Farms the other day and it was crazy. And it's been an amazing journey and an amazing community as well. Greg, we've actually, one of our investors has just stopped by as well, a dear friend of ours. And that's what Caliwater is. It's, Greg Salkin.
Hi, guys.
So everyone, this brand to us is family. And I think that's what's exciting about it.
Yeah, and just a side note from like an outside point of view, I definitely agree. The Caliwater booth is for sure the busiest out there. Everyone's loving it. I've sort of heard about this journey, been with Oliver and Vanessa, obviously, kind of from the outside looking in, and they're doing an incredible job. Like Vanessa is literally making people smile, making people super happy with regards to the drinks. I mean, these guys have created an unbelievable product. Everybody's loving it. And for me, it's so cool. And I'm proud of them as well. So,
can I tell you, I love that your crew has this project and that I'm meeting your crew and that you guys get to do this together and take this journey together. That's one of the great things that's happened since pandemic is that friends are doing things to make a difference in the world. Can you talk a little bit about how you pulled the trigger on this and said, let's go make a bigger difference. Let's go do this project. What did they show you or tell you that made you go, yeah, this is the one. Let's go do this.
I mean, I think it's been, as I say, 15 years of friendship. And then the last couple of years, we really put this together and wanted to go for it. And then, we launched during a pandemic, which was, faced its own issues.
Yeah.
But, we just wanted to do it. And obviously, making a difference is a big part of the brand too. That's why we partnered with No Kid Hungry, which is Vanessa's organization that she works with. 5 cents from every can. We've committed to, donations there. And, it's a team effort, and we want to make a difference in the best possible way. We want to make a noise and want to get everyone healthy and have fun while doing it. So there you go.
Well, and we wanted to finish strong with No Kid Hungry because as an effort to feed hungry children, it's one of my main passions. And when I saw that on your materials, I'm like, I'm all in. Anything we can do to be of service and support what you guys are doing. That's some of the most important work in the country right now. Can you talk a little bit about how you got involved with No Kid Hungry?
Yeah, I actually had a friend introduce me to the organization, and I went to a school in a low-income area, went into the cafeteria, saw the work that they were doing, got to know some of the kids and just how impactful it is on their lives and how it can take the stress off of parents or single moms who are working multiple jobs. I just think it's so important to figure out a way to give back, and the kids are our future, so we got to take care of them.
I want to say mad respect for you recognizing that. It's not necessarily the most glamorous thing, but touching young people's lives this way. Hunger for kids is a huge issue that it's hiding in plain sight in our world. Yeah. And in a world where we have so much abundance, we really have an abundance allocation issue, and you guys are tackling that head on. That I have to say, thank you very much for doing. Let's give you one more. Caliwater. Talk one more time for us about where we can find it online. We've got a website here. Where else would you like to send us? Right now you're at the expo. Do you have Instagram? Do you have other places you want to send us?
Yeah, we got an Instagram, Caliwater.
At Caliwater, yeah.
We got a TikTok.
Yeah.
You can find us on Amazon.
Amazon would be the best place because I guess there's a lot of people, watching that aren't in California or, we're launching on the East Coast, but Amazon, it's an easy go-to.
And it comes right to your door. Is there anything easier than that?
No excuses.
I raise my glass.
Thank you.
I say thank you and congratulations.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
so much.
Thanks,
Take care.
Jennifer. Take care.
Cheers.
Perfect.